Alrighty guys, hey, let me know down in the comments where are you watching from and what's the time out there. And also if the background music bothers you, so I can lower it down or whatever the sound is for you. Let's wait 1 or 2 minutes for everyone to join. And we are going to kick some animations. Wow, Kenya, nice. Nice, nice. Kenya, India. Amazing, great. So let me share a bit the screen. Why am I hearing myself? Okay, gotcha. There was a... I'm also streaming to Twitter and yeah, there are some issues. But anyway, so this is what we actually did during the last live stream. Yeah, so this is changing as well. But now where it's... I would like to create this ruler component. Can you see it? Let me zoom a bit. What's happening with my background music? Nothing. Okay. I have about the app. So it's a good question. Yeah. So I got rejected 3 times now by Apple, and the reason is because, you know, if there is no functionality for the user, Apple will reject basically the apps. So yeah, I have re-requested a review again. So I've uploaded a new bundle and we will see. And about the Android, I've just requested a review from Google. So yeah, I'm waiting. It's available in test flight, but I don't wanna share it in test flight. If I'll not be approved by Apple, most probably I'm gonna share the test flight with you all guys. Otherwise, I hope to be in the App Store, because yeah, you know, test flight actually expire after a while, and I don't wanna always update it. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, that's the status. I've added two features to the app. One is the favorite button, so you can favorite, and the other one is sharing, so you can share the link with others within the app. Dragos, nice at lunch break. Perfect timing. Great, nice, great to hear that. Okay, so this is the app. This is the animation that I would like to create. Is this ruler? Most probably I'm gonna use a flat list. Why not? So let's start the animation. Okay, so I'll create here a new file and I'll say ruler.tsx. Okay, ruler. Okay, save it, go to app and render the ruler. Okay, great. So it's here. How do you decide what you are gonna build during the stream? Well, that's actually a good question. So if you go on animate.reactnative.com / let me share this. So if you go on animate reactnative.com/inspiration. You can add your links to like Pinterest, Dribble. It doesn't actually matter. And based on the upvotes, I'm gonna choose the winner for the live stream. So if you have any ideas, you can go ahead here. It's I actually have some animations. So this was the animation that we did during the previous live stream. I really liked it. And we also did a couple of other animations. So yeah, if you have anything here, share the link. It doesn't matter if it's Pinterest, Dribble, but please reference the author or the designer, because I want to give a shout out to them as well. Anyway, so this is the ruler, and maybe we can do the step as well, but for now I'll just I'll not send any props, or maybe shall I send what props? Let's do without the props now, and then we can figure it out. But this is going to be a view, of course, and a flat list. It's coming from React Native. The data is going to be, let's create the data. How many we would like to have? Well, 60, because it's in minutes. Right, so this is the data. Data is data. Key extractor is going to be a string item, and I'm gonna make it horizontal, and I'm gonna render the item. I'm gonna get the item and the index. Item, it's actually useless, right? So I'll say here return ruler line. Why is the music not okay? Now it's better, I believe. A ruler line, and I'll pass the index as index. Oops. What happened? Pressed the wrong button. Can you see my screen? No, you cannot see my screen. Something happened. Give me a second, because oh no. Okay. Now I think we're back. I pressed by mistake the lock button. Anyway, okay. So let's create this function here. So function ruler, gonna take the item and type props, its index number as ruler, and I'm gonna return here a view, and I'm gonna style this. So height is going to be, I don't know, let's say 16 pixels, width of 1, and the background color of black. Okay. So we have the items, and if we go back here to the content, can anyone hear me? I'm just I just want to ensure that I haven't broken. I did not break the live stream, because I pressed by mistake the lock button. So great. So it's working. Okay. Okay, so let's move on, and I would like to have here, let's create some constants. I'll have here a spacing of 16 and ruler height of 16 as well. Why not? Okay. and the spacing. If we go back to the content container style, I'll add a gap of spacing. So we have this beautiful, I think the spacing is too big, right? Maybe 8. Okay, so we are starting from somewhere. Let's make this a little bit bigger so you can see it during the stream. Let's hide the show horizontal false. Okay, and now I would like to start from the middle of the screen. You see this this line should start from the middle, and so we need to take the width of the screen. So width, it's dimensions, get the window, and I'm gonna say here padding horizontal is going to be width divided by 2. So this is going to start from this minus item size and divided by 2. And item size is not defined, so let's define that. Item size is equal to ruler. Let's add ruler width here. Oops, ruler width, it's 1. Again, the music. And item size is going to be ruler width plus spacing, right? So now this is aligned properly, I believe. Yeah, it should be fine. And also the last item should be in the middle as well. Okay, and now we need to add a snap interval. Snap interval, which is item size, right? It's going to boop, 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 snap. And to ensure that everything is working, I would like to add here a style. Again, the ruler size, but this time is going to be a red. So we position this ruler with red, okay? And align self to the center. And I'm gonna position this absolute. Okay. Is this in the middle? Nope. I believe that minus ruler width divided by 2. Yeah. So the padding horizontal was wrong. And the reason is because yeah, the reason is because the width of the item is actually 1. So I was actually subtracting the yeah, it was wrong. I was subtracting the item size instead of the actual item. So now everything should be properly aligned. Okay, and let's make this multiplied by 2. And I'll add a margin bottom as a ruler height. Height is not defined. Let me define. I don't want to position this in the center. I'll do it. Justify to the center. Okay. So this is the... There are so many comments. Dragos, 18 people watching, only 1 like. Press the button, it's free. Yeah, thanks a lot. Yeah, I'm not doing it for likes, I'm just doing it for sharing the knowledge. And also, maybe if you're interested, there is a 60% discount for Black Friday running on animate.reactnative.com. I believe it's the only time during the year where I'm gonna lower the price. It's really low. So yeah, I'm not doing for likes, but I'm trying to promote my platform, animate.reactnative.com. Definitely. What are we animating? Is this the rotate feature like Instagram? No. This is a custom ruler animation using Reanimated. Anyway, so we have the segment here defining where you are positioned. And now Let's kick the animation. And what we need to do is we need to create two different variables, and one is the scroll x, which is going to be a use shared value starting from 0, and the on scroll event, which is an use animated scroll handler. And we are not going to use the shorthand notation to get the on scroll event, but later I'm gonna use both on scroll to get the event and assign the content offset x to the scroll x. And then I would like to also use the on momentum scroll end to maybe set some state, you know, set some state here. Maybe call a callback, you know. Let me change the music a bit. Radko, thanks a lot for supporting my work. Thank you very much. It means a lot. Alrighty, so on scroll and scroll X. And what we actually need to do now, we need to convert this to be an animated, coming from React Native Reanimated, animated.flatlist, so we can have access to the on scroll, which is on scroll. And let me actually move this to the bottom, scrolling, okay. And scroll event throttle to be running at 60 FPS, roughly 16th of a second. Okay, so we are going to get this event, the on scroll event, 60 times a second or once every 16th millisecond. Okay, so nothing should be changed here, but now we can we modify the the scroll X with the finger, right? And again, because I'm lazy, I wanna get this content offset X divided by the item size. So in this way, we get an incremental by 1. So it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and whatever the length of the array is, right? So if I do now console log scroll X value and open up the console, hit save, you'll see that we get 27, see, 48. And now this is 59, and the reason is because we are starting from 0, and we need to add 1 where we need to add 1. Do we need to actually add 1? No, we need to make the array 61. Yeah, so okay, that actually makes sense. And do we have a clamp here? Clamp, it's a clamp, the value, the minimum is 0, and the maximum is data length. So let's see now if we have, so it's even though you're going below 0 is going to be 0, if you're going above 60 is going to be 60, which is amazing. So this clamp function is coming from React Native Reanimated, right? It's a min-max thingy. Okay, so let's move on. So we have the things, what else we need to do? So we need to render an animated text now, right? So if we go back to the animation, where is the animation? So we have this this text, right? That's actually changing, right? Based on the active ruler item. So let's do it now. I'll have here an animated text that's going to receive some style, why not? So style, and then the value, which is going to be the scroll X value. So let's create this animated text. So function let me close this one. So function animated text is going to receive the value and the style, and it's going to be an animated text props. Oops, animated text props. And we are going to return here a text input. That's coming from React Native Reanimated. And this actually needs to be an animated text input, which is an animated, create animated component by the text input. So I would like to use the use animated props to change the value of this input, pretty much. So I'll say underline color is going to be transparent because this is how it is. It's editable false. The style is going to be style, but I will also add some of my own styles. Say font size is 24 and font weight is going to be, let's say, how much? 500 should be fine. If I press save, the style does not exist. Let's create the type here. So type value is going to be a shared value as a number. And the style is going to be text input style. This text input, the style is going to be text style. Okay, text style. Okay, press save. This is equal here. All right, so let's refresh. Style does not exist. Okay, style, let's make this undefined by default and make this optional. Style does not exist. Animated text style, of course style does not exist. Okay. Okay, and the default value is going to be, let's say, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we have this thing here. I give this a background color. Okay, and also text align to the center. What if I apply a flex grow 0? No, this is not working. Anyway, so we have this thing here. What else we need to do? Let's add the animated text input instead. And now I would like to use animated props. It's a use animated props. And I'm gonna return here. Is this the text? No. Value is going to be string by the value.value. Okay. So now if I move this, and of course apply the animated props, it's animated props, hit refresh. Now you see, hopefully, no, default value. Do I need to add a text? Yes. Okay. So what I actually did here. Has no property. Okay. I think I need to add an animated white list native props text true. Animated add. Maybe, I don't know. Text was whitelisted both. Okay. Hit refresh. Default value, I'll add the default value as well. Default value is the string. So hit refresh is 0. Okay, now it's okay. And instead of this one, it's math round and then the value. Okay. Amazing, guys. So let's remove the red. We have it here. pretty much. And one thing that I would like to do is font variant. It's going to be tabular. So we are going to avoid the layout shift when something is wrong, and also make this a little bit bolder. And also letter spacing -2 maybe. Okay. So this is working. And now what else do we need to do? Well, let me add a gap of spacing between the items, maybe spacing multiplied by 2. Okay. And this, what if I'm adding this as a header? Is going to work? Of course it's going to work. But now everything is moving. Okay. So not that great. Okay. What are we animating? Yeah, so you see it's is this ruler. Sorry, if I okay. I will actually like to have this one here. Why is this complaining? Because of this. Okay, so we have this here. Can I add a margin top? Yeah. You can add a white transparent gradient. Yes, I'll do it. I'll do it. Don't worry. On top of whatever it's here, I'll add that transparent border. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll remove actually the gap here. So I will not create a gap. Okay. And I will add those two guys here. And I will say style, background color, red. Let's see how this is looking like. Okay. And this is going to be green. And I'll add, I'll put it after the flat list. So it's going to sit on top of everything. Let's remove the red for now. Okay, so we have the indicator. And now, because I'm thinking about the item itself, so view item green, this is going to be black, and the ruler line is going to be have an opacity of 0.2. Okay. I'm not sure if you can see this during the live stream, but yeah. So this is 41. 24. Okay. Actually, the deceleration rate should be faster. So if we go back to the flat list, deceleration rate should be fast. So it's going to snap faster, right, into place. Great. Okay. Yeah. So I think we are okay with it. Now let's add the on momentum scroll line to set some state. So const why not adding here, you know, on change on change. Let's receive some props. Ruler props. It's on change. It's going to get the value as a number and it's going to be a void. And on change it's the ruler props. And this can be optional, okay? And here we need to run on JavaScript the on change. So we actually need to add if there is an on change. Call this on the JavaScript side because we are running on the UI thread here and we need to move the threads, right? And instead of I think we're okay. We're okay with it. So now if I go back to the app and add the on change, it's going to get a value and we can console log new value. And we can also add here a text with new value for the ruler is value. And here I'll add const value set value. So use state starting from 0. Actually, you know what? It's null. No value yet. Okay, and text is not defined. Let's import text. And the new value, okay, and the container should also add some gap of, let's say, 24. Style, font size 32. And I'll add another text. Let's copy this text. Oops. And add here a view. Styles container, no. Okay, something like this. And we need to add style. Margin bottom of 24. Okay, and now let's set the state. So set value with the value. Okay, 41, 6. Okay, so now we have access on the JavaScript side as well to that value. And the ruler itself, so where we have the animated text, let's add here a view. Okay, and let's add the text as well as minutes. Text is not defined. Okay, let's import text. And I'll say style, justify, center items to the center. And the style is going to be font weight 800. Okay, something like that. What's the background color? Okay, great. Text align center is going to be center nevertheless. Okay, but I would also like to add a font variant, maybe tabular, and letter spacing -2, -1. Okay. And why do we have a margin bottom? Line height is 24 multiplied by 1.1. 1.2. Yeah, no, it's retarded. Don't worry about it. I'm a junior React Native developer. I can do a lot of things with React and React Native. I can fix issues, but just I need to know better JavaScript and work with TypeScript. Can you tell me your way? My way is just doing everything. It's just practice, you know. Try to get some challenges, like, I don't know, 30 challenges, and do one every day. And yeah. I wanted to donate 200 euros, but Google is throwing some issues. We'll try again later or next stream. Thank you very much for your kind donation. If this doesn't work, I think buying a lifetime license on animate.reactnative.com, it's actually going to help me out. And if you really want to donate 200 euros, you can avoid passing the Black Friday deal. So it's $200 instead. Ragnar Lo. Do you think stuff like this should have bouncy effect when dragging with higher velocity and letting go? Well, if you take a look at this this animation, you'll see that there is a velocity. So there is a bouncy effect. So that's why, you see, it's here. Look, that's why I've added it. So now look. So there is a bouncy effect. If you wanna remove that bouncy effect, like this one here, which doesn't exist on Android, by the way, so this is only iOS, you can do bounce. Bounces to false. So now you cannot move beyond this interval, you see. But I believe it's okay to have the bouncy as long as you are clamping the value. So if we go back to the clamping, just comment out the clamp and just set the whatever calculation is content offset x divided by the item size. You'll see that now this is going with minus, which doesn't make the the animation that great, you know. So it's either clamping the animation, and if you over scroll, it's going to just clamp it to 0, or do bounces. Bounces false. So it's either way around. Okay, cool. So now we have this one. Just be mindful about this run on JS from one momentum scroll end, okay? Because otherwise it's going to crash. What do you work? If you don't mind telling, do you have a full-time job or your own company? So I used to work for 11 Labs. But not anymore. So for the past 3 months or so, I'm on my own, trying to do content creation and also take care of animate.reactnative.com, which is the platform that I have created, and do a bunch of applications. Now I'm trying to publish an app. I have already built it, but I'm trying to publish it in the App Store. It's an app for sharing your thoughts, your daily thoughts. And then there is another application that I've created, which is this application. Give me a second to share it. So Twitter, my profile, media. So is this one. Let me share it on the chat. It's the application basically that I'm trying to publish to the App Store for you to be able to scan any animation from animate.reactnative.com and play with it on your mobile phone. This is quite useful before you wanna purchase maybe the pack, or yeah, you know, you get the point. So let's go back to the application. I think font size should be maybe 16. Even, yeah, I think it's okay. And line height is definitely going to be 16. And this entire thing can have a margin bottom. Margin bottom of spacing. Okay, just to create some spacing, even more, you know. We can actually add a gap, right? Gap of spacing. Yeah, I think now it's starting to look some like the one from the design. Maybe 24. Just make it a little bit bigger. And the mean should have an opacity of maybe 0.8, maybe 0.6. Okay. Yeah. And last, let's add the gradient. You know, so we have here the view. So I'll add here the gradient. So I'll have a linear gradient that's coming from expo. So I'm using expo linear gradient here. Okay. Expo linear gradient, and I'm gonna position this absolute. So I'll say style sheet absolute fill object. Okay. And I'm gonna say the colors are going to be white, transparent, and white. Okay. And I'll start from 0, 0. No, 0, 0.5. Okay. And I'll end it at 1, and basically from left to right. And the transparent is looking really awful, and the reason is because transparent is not actually properly handled. So we need to add FF00. Okay. Now you cannot scroll anymore, and the reason is because this is taking the pointer events and is sitting on top of the flat list. So what we need to do is add pointer events none. So in this way we drill down the... I'm not sure if you can see it properly. You see? Look. So it's adding like a really nice gradient here. We can also add red, because why not? But anyway, so... And yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. Let's add some background. Look. Maybe interpolating candles could make the example look better. Yeah, of course, we can definitely interpolate the elements. We can actually do it now. So I've added this. Let's add the opacity. Let's make this more visible, you know, because why not? So this is one with the gradients. Okay. I think the indicator, let's make the ruler a bit bigger so you can see it during the live stream. And we can add some scaling to this one. That's actually... I'm not going to interpolate the heights, even though we can do. I'm gonna use a scaled. So I'm gonna use a scale. So let's use a scale here. So this ruler line, it's already receiving. No, it's not receiving the on scroll event. So I'll add the scroll X. For this type of animation, you actually need to have access to the index and the value of the scroll. That's it. And the rest is just interpolate. So if we go back to the ruler, let's add the scroll X as a shared value number. and get it here, and convert this to be an animated view. Animated is coming from React Native Reanimated. Okay, and I'll add styles and use animated style. Okay, and this hook is going to return the transform. Now scale is not going to affect the width because I'll be using only scale Y. So I will show you. Scale Y. Let's add an interpolate. Interpolate is again coming from React Native Reanimated. I will interpolate the scroll X value. And the input range is going to be index -1, index, and index +1. So it's basically neighbors. What's going to happen with the item when you are in the neighbor side. And I'll add here 0.99 and 1 and 0.99. So what's this saying? It's, let's move to 30, let's say, okay? So the previous, the closest neighbors, which are index -1 and index +1, are going to have a scale of 0.99 on the y-axis. The next ones, because I'm not clamping the interpolation, the second pair of neighbors is going to be 0.98. The third pair of neighbors is going to be 0.97, and so on and so forth, right? So it's basically 1 minus 0.99. And no, it's, yes. It's actually 0.99 minus 1 minus 0.99. It's a math formula, like it's a linear interpolation, okay? So now if I hit save and copy the styles and apply them here, you'll see the magic. You see they're just decreasing a bit. I'll decrease it even more. So I'll say 98 maybe, or 97, 96. Okay. So this is definitely, I'm not sure if this is what you wanted to do, but maybe 95, something like that. Yeah, I think this looks really ugly. We can also clamp it after some neighbors, right? So we can clamp it here, let's say. But this is also aligned to the center, and I don't want to align them to the center, right? So what's happening if I say here accent? I think this is the other way around, right? So align items. Oh, scale Y. Okay. Doesn't matter, right? Because I'm scaling flat list. Doesn't matter because I'm scaling both sides. So yeah. So let's add 98 again. Okay. Okay. This is okay, I'll say, with an opacity of 0.2. I think this is definitely better. Or maybe 0.3. Okay. But let's bring back this one here. 0.5. Okay. And instead of scale Y, as another suggestion, so scale Y, instead of applying the scale Y, let's copy only the interpolate here. Comment out the transform, so now we are not scaling them anymore. Oops. Of course, it's crashing. Okay, so it's not applying any transform, but let's play with the height. So height is going to be in the same interpolate, scroll Y index -1 index +1, and I would like to have it as ruler height -2, let's say, and ruler height -2. And when you are active, it's just ruler height. Okay, you see, bung 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 bung. Maybe even less, so -1. Okay, so this is decreasing. in size. And this time we actually need to use the align items. So it's align items to flex end. So they are starting from bottom. I think you can do it in any way. So to be fair with you, I prefer the scale just because I like it more. I don't know. So okay. Yeah, I think this is way better. What do you think, guys? And now we can also make the ruler height maybe 24, a little bit shorter. And also the gradient. Let's make this. You know what? Let's add some locations. I'll add 0.0, 0.5, and 1. But I would like to copy this one here. So now we have 2. And I will start from 0.1 and up to 0.9. Okay. So it's just a tiny bit here. Maybe 0.2 and 0.8. Just a bit, you know, maybe maybe like this. You cannot see it properly because I'll add. Let's add this as a property. So I'll say fade color and add fade color as a string. So this is optional, which is going to be FFF. Okay. And instead of using the FFF here, I'll add a fade color. And now let's go to the ruler where we added it, and fade color is going to be red. Okay. And if we do gold here, maybe. You see, I think this is okay-ish. The reason is because, wait a second. This should be yeah, gold is not working. Maybe 009900. Yes, so we need to convert the color to be a hex. Yeah, okay. So I'll say CCC. Okay, and here I'll add the color, a fade color instead. Hit refresh and it should be okay. So in order for this to work, you need to make the actual color transparent. Looks good. Maybe make the middle indicator have only border, so it looks like the line. I think I understand. So what we can do is maybe, yeah, I think we can do here item size, and I'll say a border width of item of ruler width, and let's remove the background, something like this. And maybe we will add plus multiplied by 2. Okay, and width is going to be plus okay, and top minus ruler width multiplied by 2. Ruler width, it's actually by 4. Okay. And then we can we leave it like this? Yeah. You can play around with it, I believe. Okay, and then we can do an opacity 0.5. That's something, I don't know. You can do it whatever. Like, it doesn't actually matter. You can actually enhance that and expose ruler dot indicator, you know, and place it here. So yeah, I think the gradient is not working anymore. And why is that? Maybe oh, okay, because I always need to add it like this. No, fade color is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, something like this, and add 0, 0, 0. Okay, everything is dark now. So if we go back to FF, okay, okay, that's that should be fine. Okay. Let's try Android as well. Let's see if this is complaining. I'll guess that everything is going to work properly. The only thing is the deceleration rate. It's really strange on the Android side, but it should work nevertheless. Yeah, this is working pretty decent, I will say. Why is this on momentum scroll and let's fix that. Inside the ruler. So this is 46, 46. Yes, I know. Math 4. Okay. And the snap is not there. And why is that? Snap. Ruler width. Is this starting from correct, right? Then it's just moving, right? And oh, got you. Yeah, the reason is because you see the disappeared. Why is that? F0, it's here. Got you. Anyway, so I think we are not snapping properly. We are not snapping, and why we are not snapping properly? Snap to interval its item size. We're definitely not snapping because of this thingy here. Maybe if I'll add no. So if I remove the padding horizontal, right? This is 0. Okay. Minus ruler. Yeah, for some reason, I don't know why this is not aligned. What can we do about it? Well, there is another option. And the option is to have this view to actually render the style is going to be width, it's ruler width, height it's 100%, and background color is red. Okay, so now we have this thingy here. And where is Android? Okay. And the width is going to be item size. Okay. And we're going to remove the gap. Okay. And there is no gap anymore. And instead of ruler, this is still not working. Item size. Oh yeah, because item size now doesn't have to be with the ruler. Okay. So item size is this guy here. Let me refresh. And I will justify the items to the center. Let me remove the background and add it here. Okay. And align items to the center. Okay, so this is working. Okay, so what I actually did is each individual box now, each individual thingy from here, it's actually a box that's rendering the line inside and it's going to position it in the middle. So now whenever we are using snap to interval, it's just snapping by the item size. And it's amazing. It's working on Android as well. For some reason, the border was messing with the it was messing with the snap to interval, but this should be fine now. Okay, so it's working on Android as well. So this is Android. Let me close this one here. So yeah, it's working. Alrighty guys, so I think we somehow did it. If you really enjoyed this live stream, don't forget to hit the like, and yeah, it's gonna help me out with the reach. Otherwise, don't forget that there is a 60% discount on animate.reactnative.com. So it's a pretty big discount. Using BF 2024, you'll get 60% on any plan. So I believe it's $80. And yeah, I've just published a new animation. Here is this one. So yeah, there are more to come as well. And yeah, if you have any inspiration, go ahead on animate.reactnative.com /inspiration and share your thoughts here. I believe I have this link. If I scroll down a bit during the streaming. So yeah, if you have any ideas here, you can. Yes, I'm aware that this does not fit, and the reason is because the table is not responsive, and I'm working on a fix. Alrighty guys, so thank you very much once again for all your tremendous support. Don't forget to hit the like, hit the subscribe, and definitely see you in maybe in a future one. Maybe tomorrow, not tomorrow, but maybe in 2 days or so. And yeah, I hope that you've enjoyed it, and yeah, see you in the next one. Peace. Discover animate.reactnative.com, your go-to platform for premium, customizable, and ready-to-use React Native animations. There are over 120 different animations that are going to save you time, enhance your app, and, in my opinion, is the perfect collection if you'd like to learn more about React Native animations. Visit animate.reactnative.com.